Welcome to another Gwent Basics tutorial for beginners. We're going to be going through the Advanced Mechanics tutorial today. I'm going to walk you through it. So, when each round first starts, when you're playing a basic game, you're going to have the option to mulligan, which just means redraw another card from your hand that you start out with. You have 3 cards you can redraw with. So they're gonna have us swap out the decoy. So it's just randomly selected. So you say, okay, I don't want the decoy. It's gonna mulligan that away. Good, we got a nice good card. This from Roach. We're gonna mulligan away this Commander's Horn. Got another card. Now we're gonna mulligan this First Light. So we got a pretty decent card there. So I'm going to go ahead and go through some of the basics. Each game of Gwent, you start off with 11 cards. A coin is flipped. Usually that's the coin right there. It's flipped to decide whose turn is whose. So we're going to have to start out. It's our turn first. We want us to play Gerald. It says good strategies to start off with a strong card, which I do agree. Most times it is good to start out with a strong card, so they have to catch up to your 12th strength. The opponent's about to play a muster card, which means he's going to play a card that's going to bring out the other cards of his decks, other copies of his cards of the deck. So let's go ahead and see what he does. We play the Arachnas, and that basically brings out the other Arachnas in his deck. So he's got he got 3 cards for playing 1 card, which is pretty good. He's kind of catched up. He's at 9 now. We're at 12. Some cards do damage, as they say. This Vernon Roach, it removes 5 strength from an opponent. Typically, I wouldn't waste this on a 3 strength card, but might as well go do what the tutorial wants us to do. Bring out there. Hit this guy. That takes him away. He's got sent to the graveyard. So every time you attack another opponent, they'll be sent to a graveyard. Same for your cards. If your cards get attacked or destroyed, they'll be sent to your graveyard. He mustered another card. This Wild Hunt Rider. It's immune to weather, but also it'll play the other Wild Hunt Riders from the person's deck. So now they're at 15, we're at 19. Now it just wants us to just play our remaining cards. So we'll just go ahead and play. Now these are the cards in our hands right now. I'll just go through them. This one's Ballista. It removes 3 strength from an opposing gold unit. That'd be pretty good to use to get rid of one of his 3 strengths and bring us around. We'll have 24 strength, and he'll lose 3. He'll be at 12 strength. That might be pretty good to use, or we can use this one. This one's immune to weather. It's a Dunbanner Light Cavalry. I mean, it's either one. It doesn't matter which one you use. You can even use the 8 strength. Now, since his guy, my strategy of this, and this is just a tutorial, so it doesn't really matter, but typically you want to look what he's played and anticipation of what he may play next. So he may play a weather card, so I wouldn't necessarily throw down my Radiant Knight just in case he has a weather, and then I'll bring it down to 1. So I'd want to play, okay, well, let me see here. He doesn't want to affect anything. So either one of these cards I would play. I would save these in case there is something that I definitely need to destroy. I don't really necessarily need to destroy these right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and play the Dunbanner Light Cavalry.
Alert! To arms!
Now it's saying that the opponent is going to play a special card called Scorch. And this card destroys the strongest units on the battlefield. So goodbye to our Dunbanner. You'll see it get played now. So Scorch, that just destroys the strongest card. But as you can see, the gold cards were not affected because gold cards they're immune to most special cards, unless stated otherwise. So if you've got, good thing our Gerald didn't get destroyed because he was at level 12. So yeah, the gold pretty much, and that's a good strategy to go for too, is playing gold cards. So This Toro is saying this would be a good time to pass. You know, the opponent's gonna have to play more cards, and that's true. We're both at 7. He would have to play 6. So if we pass in the next round, we'll have 7 cards and he'll have 6. So and card advantage is really big in this game. You want to always try to think about gaining card advantage. So if you lose one round, that could be a good thing, especially if you feel like, oh, I've got so many points and he may have to play 2 or 3 cards in order to try to catch up with my or pass my strength. So it's good to pass around. So just like the tutorial saying, it's pretty good to pass around. So in order to pass it, you can hold this, or you can press your space bar and it'll make you pass. So okay, he's had to play this card, which every 2 turns at the end of it is the weakest non-gold unit. So now look at he had to play 2 cards in order to beat us. So now we're really ahead. We lost the round, but we haven't lost the game. So since they won the previous round, whoever wins, unless they have a leader that will make you start the next round. But since whoever wins usually has to start the next round. So this is round 2. He's have to start. As you can see, we're in a bit of a lead. We've got 7 cards down here and he has 5. So we have major card advantage here. So every round, each of you get 2 cards. So on round 2 you get 2 cards. Round 3 you get 1 other card to play. So a total of 14 cards you'll get, unless you have special cards. So he's just dropped down a level 8 unit, or a strength 8 unit. So we'll go ahead and match him with our strength.
Best give up now!
He doesn't have any ability, so. Alright, so he brought down a wyvern or weavern, or it removes 3 strength, so that's what happened there. This is the cards I got. I got this card, it removes 4 strength from an opposing unit. It goes on the range road, as you can see, as that crossbow. Let's see here. And then we've got these. This was another one. Spawn 2 base copies of this unit of the same road. So we got a mulligan card too, which is pretty decent actually. I'll show you. You throw him, and it'll just spawn 2 base copies. Now we look at we've got 11. He's still a little bit of ahead, so we might want to try to get him down in points and get us up in points. So I might want to play something that'll attack one of his units.
I've no interest in politics.
Like this guy. This guy will spawn in a rack because every time a monster is absorbed. So we want to try to get him just in case he's going to try to start absorbing points. But he didn't. He just decided to pass, which is good for us because now we're in the lead. We have 17 points and he's only got 15 points. So we can go ahead and pass now that we're in the lead, and we don't losing cards, and we still have quite a good card advantage. So he's won first round, we're on second round. This is the 3rd round. Whoever wins this round wins the game. So we each get now the 3rd round. We get another card. I won 2nd round, so I get to go first this time. I'm just going to go ahead. We don't want to play one of these because that's going to remove 3 strengths. There's nothing to remove it from. So I'm just going to play a solid 7 card.
Alert! To arms!
Weather, just in case he tries to attack weather. He's got that immune. So now this would be a good time to start attacking his cards. Every 2 turns, at the end of the turn, destroy the weakest unit on the row. So since he put this guy down, his next turn he'll be able to absorb something. So we can't really kill him with anything, but we can weaken him for sure and try to keep ourselves somewhat in the lead. So he's got 2 strength. We can throw something else down. So now that's just absorbed it. So now he's at 10 strength. We're still in the lead though, because we've got 12 and he's got 10. So we can still try to keep weakening him, which is a good strategy. But you might want to save those. He might have something else up his sleeve. So we can go ahead and play a nice strong card. and he decided to pass. It's a tutorial, so whatever. But look it, we won. He's passed. Now we'll pass. We got 20. He's got 10. Easy game. So that was the second beginner's guide tutorial. Again, leave me comments if you have any questions. I'll get back to you. And if you have any other suggestions about videos, please let me know. And I'll see you guys next time.